okay? Hey y'all, it's your favorite piano teacher, Miss CC. I am so glad that you guys could join me today for our first working Wednesday. To give you guys like a cute little story time pertaining to something that I feel that all my musicians can relate to when it comes to us, you know, trying to get paid for our crafts and all of that. And on top of that, I had a recent experience that kind of took me back to like the first time somebody really just tried me on not wanting to pay me to teach their child. I want to share this experience with y'all because like it's honestly ridiculous how much musicians have to go through just to get paid for our craft. It's ridiculous. Before I get into the stories, I just want to say, pay the musicians for your event. I don't care if it's Grandma retirement party. I don't care if it's little Peanut birthday party. I don't care if it's Pookie and them graduation party. Pay your musicians if you're gonna have them there. So while I was studying for my undergrad at Dallas State University, go Blazers! I had a couple of instances where I made contact with people that were interested in getting a piano teacher for the kids or whatever. You know, some of them, well, honestly, for the majority of them, I had to turn them away because around the time I started getting people asking me about teaching their children, I was like around senior year. Yeah, I was like last semester of college, and I was ready to go. Okay, I was just ready to go. I ain't trying to teach your kids. I'm just trying to go to class, get my degree, and get up out of there. I was ready to get up out of South Georgia. Okay, so there was one lady, well, there was one special case that I took some interest in just because of the circumstances surrounding it. Okay, so there was this couple, and they adopted a African-American child, and they were interested in getting him a piano teacher that looked like him because he grew up he attended private school, and you know, he was surrounded by a bunch of people that did not look like him. His parents, they were both white women, and you know, he was kind of, from what I remember them telling me, you know, he kind of felt lonely, and he wanted, you know, to have at least one teacher that looked like him. And you know, that kind of resonated with me a lot because representation does matter. I don't care what anybody say, it matters. Okay, we need to see people that look like us doing things that you don't normally see people like us doing, period. I'm not about to be one of them birds that say period all the time. Okay, I took interest into it because, you know, I love teaching, and of course I want to teach a child, especially under those circumstances where they want to be taught by somebody that looks like them. So I'm not even going to check to see if I still have the emails that we talked through, but it got to a point where we met one of the moms. She taught at the school. So, and I forgot what department, it doesn't really matter, but we ended up meeting in one of the buildings at the school, and you know, we're chit-chatting and talking, and okay, this is one crazy thing that it tickles the mess out of me. It's always when you get to, and you know, everything is cool, everything is great, you know, you're so talented, da 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 da, but when we get to the matters of that money, it's like the meeting does a 180. But let me show y'all how this happened. Talking and chit-chatting, she asked me a bunch of questions. Oh, how long you been playing? And I answering them. And the thing about it, I've been playing piano since I was 5 years old. I'm 23, so I've been playing for a decade and some change. I've been playing for a good while now, and I've been teaching for a good while since I was like 15, 16 years old. And you know, given at the time I didn't officially have my degree, but at the same time I had enough experience, at least as a teacher, to make up for that. So we're chit-chatting, I'm liking what I'm hearing, she likes what I'm hearing, so we get to the matter of her asking me, okay, so how much are you gonna charge me? And hold on. I know for a fact, I told her between, what was it? Because I couldn't believe that she did not like it, hold on. I know for a fact, The number that I gave her was between $15 to $20 an hour. And I want y'all to understand this. If you want a piano teacher, whether it's me or somebody else, understand this. The minimum rate that a piano teacher gets paid for an hour is $20. Depending on how many degrees you got, how much experience you got, what resources you have available to that student, it's going to cost you between $20 to $50 an hour to get you a piano teacher. So get it out your mind that it's anything below that. Okay. No, for a fact, I told her between something to $15 to $20 an hour. And no, I'm trying to think, because I called my mama and told her what happened. She was so upset because she thought I was lowballing myself. Did I charge that woman $10 an hour? I don't think I did that, because I'm worth so much more than that as an instructor. Did I do that? $10 an hour. It don't sound right. But during that time, I ain't gonna lie, I was a bit desperate, because, you know, it was gonna be like at least one of my first students down there in Valdosta, because I didn't really do a lot of teaching while I was in Valdosta because I was in school. I don't know, but the point of the matter is that she was not feeling the price I gave her. She didn't feel it so much that she told me, "Oh, you're a little expensive." I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? I know for a fact the price that I gave her was not unreasonable. Because I knew one of my colleagues, who will remain nameless, she was teaching down there, and I know for a fact that she was making at the least $20 an hour, and she hadn't had her degree yet. So I thought I was lowballing myself when I look back on that. My mama helped me realize that. Shout out to Giant. But it was like, it surprised me, because I knew the price that I gave her was not unreasonable. And that woman looked at me and she was like, "Ugh, you're a little expensive." I'm like, "Sis, excuse me?" And back then, I'll be honest, I didn't necessarily have at first it took me by surprise, because in my mind, I'm like, "Girl, what are you talking about? What do you mean I'm expensive?" And while I was marinating on that, then she had the nerve, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to say to me, I swear, this woman said for an hour, that thing said she was gonna pay me $8 an hour. Wait a minute. She said $8 an hour. Do I have Boo Boo the Fool on my forehead? Girl, what? Are you kidding? Are you joking? Are you sick? Are you delusional? I ain't never felt so disrespected in my life. Like, I was like, she was like, "We were thinking more so like $8 an hour." Girl, what? Let me help y'all understand this. The rate that a music educator gives you, you do not need to lowball them just because it's music. Because the thing about music and music educators and musicians, y'all love us for y'all events, but y'all do not want to pay. That, y'all heard that thunder? I'm scared. But y'all love musicians, but y'all don't want to pay, and I don't get it. I don't. Honestly, that wasn't my first instance of that happening, but I was just so shocked that she lowballed me as low as she did. $8 an hour? And keep in mind you, she wasn't even gonna meet me at the school. I had to go drive to. And then you want me to use gas? Are you kidding? The funniest part, it was this awkward moment of silence, because I was like, "Oh," and she was like, "Yeah." Saw your child's education is worth you $8 an hour. And keep in mind, this wasn't just some regular woman coming to look for some piano teacher for her child. She specifically wanted me because I was a black woman, and she was the mother of a black child. She sought me out. That's the thing. At that time, I was the only African American piano student in my studio, and I remember she sought me out, and I'm thinking, cause I thought about it, and my mama kind of helped me realize this. I thought about it, was like, you sought me out, but like a naive little college girl. I was like, I'll think about it. Like, I was honestly gonna think about it, but I was like, my mama set me straight. Let me tell you what Giant did, because Giant don't play about her kids. Listen, I'm so glad my mama never met this woman, because she would have lit into her. So my mama kind of helped me get my mind right. She was like, who that think she is? Why she ain't got no name? Who she think you are? You will worth much more than that. And my mama don't play, because my mama is my #1 fan when it comes to my piano stuff and what I'm trying to do with my piano stuff. June is my #1 fan. Shout out to Giant. And she was so mad, but she kind of helped me bring myself back down to earth, because I'm like, Cedric, come on now. You worth much more than that. Degree or not, I've been playing for a while. I'm a quick learner, and if I don't know how to do nothing else, I say this all the time. If I don't know how to do anything else, I know how to play the piano, and I know how to teach it. Those two things will never go in, knock on wood. I have to be in a freak accident for any of that to go anywhere. But those are two things I know for a fact that I am exceptional at. I'm still learning, but I'm exceptional at what I do right now. And my mama helped me realize that. And I just, and then I contacted her, and I was like, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. And she just brushed it off. She was like, okay, we'll find somebody else. I was like, you do that. Girl, that's just one instance though, and like the disrespect that us music educators get, especially when we're young, is ridiculous. Because a lot of times, a lot of these people I have met, a lot of these jobs or these gigs that people have reached out to me about, they try to take advantage of me because I'm young, and I've learned now. Contact me thinking you gonna pay me with experience. That's another thing. Stop thinking you can pay us with experience. I can't take my black behind the Quick Trip and tell them to give me experience on pump 5. I can't do that, okay? That's not possible. I can't pay for experience when I go to Kroger. The thing is that musicians deserve just as much respect as those other people that you are hiring for your event. We need just as much respect as the caterer. We need just as much respect as the decorator. All of that. Have people pay you your worth. There's nothing wrong with that. I had to learn that as well. I haven't necessarily been as confident about being paid my worth as I should have been in the past, but I am now as an educator and as a pianist. One thing that I've never liked is that people seriously neglect all the work that musicians put into getting ready for their event, if they're on top of their game as they should be. No, it goes beyond just paying us to play for the event. No, you paying me to get the music for the event. You're paying me to put in the hours to learn the music. You're paying me to put in the hours to memorize that music. You're paying me to get there to the venue. You're paying me for my equipment. You're paying me for my time. You're paying me for keeping the ambience of the event going on. You're paying for a lot. You're not just paying for me to come there and play, okay? You're not paying for any musician to just come there and play. You are offering the service. It is no different from somebody going to get their hair cut. It's no different from somebody getting their hair done. It ain't no different from getting your nails done. You are offering a service to someone, and you need to be compensated properly for your service. End of discussion. I want all my musicians to know that, you may still be in the process of learning. I'm in school now, and I'm still learning as well. But take what you know, build on it. Always, you're forever, ever building and molding your craft. That will never stop. Nice, you can be professional, but don't be a pushover, because the music world is already cutthroat as it is. You don't need to be trying to pursue events and stuff like that and letting people get over you. Don't do that. Do not be a pushover when it comes to your business. I'm not a pushover when it comes to mine. Know what you're worth and what you're capable of, and charge accordingly. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, you may be told no 1,000 times, but somebody gonna tell you yes. It happened to me. It happened to me. You're gonna be told no 1,000 times, but everybody in the world can say no. Not everybody. You're gonna get your one. Just hold out on that faith. Keep keep working, doing what you need to do as a musician, and it's gonna happen for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little cute little story time / rant. I hope my musicians, you're still working on your craft and pursuing, trying to figure out how to get events and gigs and stuff. And for those that are hiring musicians, I hope that you guys act accordingly and pay musicians as you're supposed to pay them. And lastly, I'll see y'all this Friday in class. Y'all have a great day. Until next time, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and go practice. Bye.